excited. So I have this ladder. The coop's 2.5 feet off the ground. And then on both sides I found some shutters and I made those into doors. So I have 2 doors on each side. And then I can open up the 2 sides. Carrot likes to stay inside all day. And I have a cat box that they lay their eggs in. And here we have one of the bantams just laid an egg. It's still warm. So it's only about half the size, or maybe 1/3 of the size of the other chicken eggs, but the chickens, the bantams, are like 1/5 of the size. So I mean, they're making a lot bigger proportionally eggs than the other birds. The other birds need to get to work, I think. So then we have this fancy feeder that is supposed to be left without the brick, and the chickens step on it and it opens up this lid, but I'm afraid that the bantams are gonna get their little heads chopped off by all that. So when we got the bantams, I rigged it up like this. I have like stuff stored in here and a little window. And then when I started getting smaller birds, I built this little enclosure inside so that they could get away from the big birds. And I have a little hole in it so they can go in and out. And, oh, there's one more thing. So I have latches on everything because we don't want raccoons to get in. And I close this thing up tight every night. When the sun goes down, it's all locked up. And they go inside and go to sleep on their own. All I have to do is shut the door. So, the one last thing that we didn't see. Hi, Toni. Is these guys. So these are Polish. They're a Bantam breed, but they're a little bigger than the other Bantams that we have. So they have these poofy things on their heads, and one of them I have medical tape on so she can see, but otherwise they wouldn't be able to see. They don't lay very much, but Una fell in love with one that looked just like this one, and she was screaming when we left the first day. She saw this bird, and so I spent 3 months looking for these birds, and I was lucky enough to find some that are really great. So they're still laying fertile eggs from when they were with a rooster before. So if you decide you want to incubate eggs, I could ship you some, and they would be these guys' babies. That would be pretty cool. And as I hear it, incubating eggs is pretty cool. I'd love to do it if I could. So anyways, that's the coop. Some other things we have, let's see, we have to keep oyster shells around so that they have enough calcium to keep laying nice thick shelled eggs for us. And I have a second feeder that I just made out of a bucket. It's just like a gravity fed thing. I made like a little chute inside of it with cardboard and duct tape. I've been using this for like 18 months. Works out great. Let's see, got this bed frame here because I'm making a separate place for the banties. And we have this other little nest box. The banties come and lay their eggs. And right now it just has a pretend egg in it. There's no eggs in here. So, there's Echo. She likes to pull on my pants. And here's my other Banty nest box that I made from a bread box. And all the eggs, including the little green one. Anyway, so that's my coop and my birds, and If you have any more questions or anything, just let me know.